Welcome fellow Kiss fans, welcome to It's All For You Demons, celebrating the fun of being a Kiss fan, and welcome to episode 1 of The Daily Demon with Dan. This probably will not be a daily frequency, but it's going to be fun. It's going to be anytime Dan and I talk Kiss, I'm going to relay that information to you and discuss with the community here the Kiss topic at hand. And today, the Kiss topic is Eric Carr's drumming. And yesterday, Dan texted, "Any way you slice it, good Carr song." It is a good Carr song. It is a good Carr song. I would also say that actually Eric Carr's drones... Drones? Dan uses voice to text, so it is what it is. I would also say that actually Eric Carr's drums are better on Asylum than they are Creatures. Of course, the sound is better on Creatures, but actually, the playing is better. You should have been called on silent. On silent. Now, anyone who knows me knows I'm a huge 80s boy. I'm a huge fan of the non-makeup era. So that classic lineup, Bruce Kulick, Eric Carr, Gene Simmons, Paul Stanley, was huge to me in high school and is very much in my Kiss fan DNA. So the albums we are looking at, of course, Eric Carr albums, are The Elder, Creatures, Lick It Up, Animalize, Asylum, Crazy Nights, Smashes, Thrashes, and Hits, if you want to include those two new songs that I absolutely love. And of course, the final appearance of Eric Carr, Hot in the Shade. So if we are looking at these albums to rank, I can probably eliminate some albums from the get-go. I will definitely put The Elder in the mix, so that will come out. I should probably include Killers. I wasn't even thinking of that. I should probably include Killers. Most certainly, Creatures of the Night. Lick It Up. Animalize. Asylum, of course. Crazy Nights. Who are we joking? I just can't include Smashes, Thrashes, and Hits. I love Smashes, Thrashes, and Hits, but I just can't include it in an Eric Carr breakdown. I do love you, my friend. I do love you. And lastly, Hot in the Shade. And I'm too lazy to take these out of the sleeves, so we're just gonna do our Eric Carr ranking. Not really a ranking, just picking the greatest drum record of the bunch, like this. So, judging from beginning to end, The Elder, great concept record, great construction of a record, not a huge drum record to me. I'm not a drummer, so anything I say here is fluff. I mean, I don't know what I'm talking about. I'm just going by what I consider to be good drums. Killers, I love those new tracks, but again, kind of just basic drums. Nothing, outstanding and incredible. Creatures of the Night, that is gonna be a top runner for me. Strictly because, everyone who loves Creatures of the Night, what do you talk about? It's kind of like when you talk about Larger Than Life. What do you talk about? That drum sound, the power of the drums. That is what this album is. Lick It Up, my personal favorite of the 80s. I think Lick It Up is the greatest 80s non-makeup record. But again, not a huge drum record. I don't leave that record being like, wow, those drums blew me away. Same with Animalize, a very good 80s, almost heavy metal record. To me, this is Kiss in their 80s heavy metal Martin Enterprises era. But again, not a huge drum record. Asylum, I will agree with Dan. This has some drum potential. Therefore, shall go over here. Crazy Nights, most definitely not. Hot in the Shade, would almost have to agree. Kind of the same as Crazy Nights. Most definitely not a drum record. So of the two, the greatest Eric Carr drumming record, in my humble opinion, then again, I'm not a drummer, I'm going to pick Asylum. Strictly for the first track, King of the Mountain. When I think of 80s drummers, Tommy Lee, Alex Van Halen, I think of those blistering drum solos. King of the Mountain opens with that. And to me, Asylum is... all right. Bob Ross. Asylum is Kiss firing on every non-makeup, non-makeup. You all right back there? All right. Asylum is Kiss firing on every cylinder of the non-makeup era. You have Bruce, you have Eric, you have Gene, you have Paul. You have Bruce at his stellar most guitar bravado. You have Eric blistering out of that opening with an incredible drum fill. I don't even know what you'd call it. Drum intro. Such an incredible way to kick off this record. And I would have to agree with Dan. Eric was on top of his game at this point, and to me, Asylum is the non-makeup record that will be remembered 30 years from now. If the band would even acknowledge that they existed without makeup, which I pray to God someday actually happens, that they celebrate this era, because this era gave us damn good music, a damn good lineup, and I love this era. So my vote goes to Asylum, or as Dan says, on silent, for the greatest Eric Carr drumming record. All right, thank you for hanging with me during this very first episode of The Daily Demon with Dan. This will not be a continuous daily thing, even though I'm calling it a daily thing. It will just be whenever Dan talks into his phone or text and we have a great Kiss conversation to share with you. I may even try to pull Dan into these. Be like, hey, join me. Join me. And we can talk Kiss wax with the entire community. Right now, it's time for Walkleys with these little girls. And that reminds me, be like this guy.
Well done, Francis. You did it. There's more Price is Right coming up.
Be good to your babies. Spay, neuter, microchip. Thanks for hanging with me. Thanks for waxing nostalgia. Take care. Be safe. We'll talk to you soon.